Mr. Spooner. Have you nearly finished your stock taking? You're supposed to count them, not measure them.
Well, there's no label on it. We've got to know what size they are.
Yes, now this inside leg is 28.
Yeah.
And this inside leg is 15.
Well, that can't be right.
Right, it can't. Oh, of course, it's all coming back to me now. It was a special order by a Welsh sheep farmer that lived on the side of a very steep hill. You forgot to collect them.
That's extraordinary,
It's nearly 7 o'clock, so I'm leaving. Mr. Harmon will let you all out with his master key.
I thought you wanted to check these figures tonight, sir.
Well, the morning will have to do. My wife expects me home at a reasonable hour.
Oh, are you sure taking me home won't make you late?
No, that's all right.
You don't live anywhere near Miss Belfridge.
Well, knowing I was going to be late, I borrowed my mother's motorbike and sidecar to give you a lift home.
Mr. Humphreys, I thought you were completely the other way.
Ignore the rumours. It'll be a pleasure.
No, I insist. I'll see you all on Monday. Come along, Miss Belfridge. Don't forget to lock up, Mr. Harmon. Oh, by the way, everybody, I'm glad that the custom of playing practical jokes on management and stock-taking night has been discontinued.
You're far too tired for that, sir.
Sir, as you're going straight home, I suppose you won't be wanting the 2 tickets I bought for you for the back row of the Continental Cinema tonight.
I didn't hear that.
I said you won't want them seats for the cinema.
Mr. Harmon, check the alarm systems and lock up before you go home.
Yes, sir.
It's amazing the trouble a bottle of peroxide can cause.
She's only going because he's up for a rise.
How do you know?
I recommended her for it.
Oh, you men, you live in a dream world. Those girls only use you to get on.
Mr. Slocum, do I have to remind you what clinched your senior position on the ladies' counter?
I was the right age. I was very keen and I was ready for it.
There was Mr. Grace used when you came down from his office.
I'm not staying here to be insulted. I'm going home.
What is it?
What's going on?
We're being robbed.
What do you mean?
There's 2 blokes going through the safe in accounts.
Oh, it's probably the staff up there doing the stock taking like we are down here.
Yeah, but they'd use a key. These blokes have got socks of acetylene blow lamps.
We must ring the police.
You were the only outside lines in Mr. Rumbold's office.
But they can't get out of the building without the keys. Well, how did they get in?
What are we going to do?
Well, all the doors are locked. Now, if we could catch them ourselves, well, it'd be quite a feather in our caps.
No, feathers don't suit me. I think we should phone the police.
All of a sudden I've got to spend a penny.
I'm afraid all the loot is locked.
Well, give me the key. It's an emergency.
Well, you can use the executive one, but hurry.
Yeah, that's the one on the ring there.
Thank you.
Well, I'm all for having a go. Only 2, you say?
Yes. Well, it's 4 of us men.
3, I'm against violence.
Now, they obviously think the building is empty. And we have the element of surprise. And, well, they're probably a lot more frightened than we are.
Oh, yeah. They're both over 6 feet tall and built like brick chicken houses.
On the other hand, phoning the police would be the correct thing to do.
Oh, look at the lift. It must be them. What are we going to do?
Get behind the counter, quick. Now, look, I don't want anybody to do anything brave or reckless until I give the word.
Don't worry, we won't.
This job's a piece of cake. Yeah. All we need to do now is have a kip till they open and then just walk out. Yeah.
Maybe there's a safe down here we could crack.
We've run out of acetylene.
Oh, it's worth a look around. You'd always chuck it out the window. That usually opens them.
I told you they was big.
They look a right pair of ruffians.
Not the sort of gentleman you could reason with.
But if we jump on them from behind, it might surprise them.
It might amaze them. I don't think...
But what are we going to do? We can't stay down here all night, can we?
Well, why don't we creep along and lock them in Rumbold's office?
Well, they might be coming out the door when we get there.
Oh, yeah.
I used to be very handy with my dukes. I used to fight for 10 bob a night in the old Blackfriars Ring.
Do you mean that you're volunteering to go lock them in?
Do me a favour, that was 40 years ago. I'm just remembering how handy I used to be.
Hello? Where is everybody? Are those men still upstairs?
No, get down here quickly.
Why?
Because they're in Rumbold's office down here. Come on.
I've got to spend another penny.
Quickly.
Oh, what are they like? Have you seen them?
They're both over 7 foot tall and mean with it.
What will they do to us if they catch us?
Keep quiet and they won't.
Well, if they see Mrs. Slocum's handbag on the counter that wasn't there when they came down, they'll know someone's about.
Humphreys, get the bag.
Now my legs have gone on straight.
Spooner, it's up to you.
Why me? Why can't you go?
Well, because I'm not quite as agile as I used to be.
You'll need a better reason than that.
If they catch Captain Peacock, I mean, it's obvious he's high up in the firm. They might sort of hold him as a hostage if it comes to a shootout with the police.
It's a good point, Harmon.
Whereas you, Mr. Spooner, you look a mere boy. I mean, they just cost you and dump you in the fitting room.
That settles it. I'm staying put.
Oh, hold that door myself.
No, don't, Betty, I'll go.
Well, if they do catch you, we'll all be on them like a flash.
All we need, I think, to crack that safe is a white coat hanger.
Could be something on that counter. Wasn't me.
Tell me, Eddie, do you remember seeing this dummy before?
And they all look alike to me. But this one is very lifelike. And it's got a lovely handbag.
Yeah. That'd be a nice present for the wife.
Yeah.
She could do with some stockings as well.
Yeah.
Come on, everybody, I've got them! Come on!
Fancy thinking we'd fall for an old one like that. Now, what are you doing here after closing time?
I don't have to give you anything other than my name and number. And my name is Miss Brahms, and I'm Assistant 134.
Well, Assistant 134, you can keep us company in the office while we open the safe.
Weak as water, the whole lot of you, weak as water.
I didn't see you leading the charge.
I was waiting for your signal.
Well, if we men had been alone, we'd have gone in there, but, well, we couldn't risk your being involved.
No, not a woman of your age.
Look, they've got Miss Brahms at their mercy. They could be doing anything to her. Oh, I wish I'd gone in her place.
I was just thinking that myself.
I've got an idea.
Oh, about time. What is it?
That sort of villain is always afraid of authority now, especially the police.
But the police aren't here.
Yeah, but they don't know that. And if I go in there and say that I'm a detective inspector from Scotland Yard, well, I'm sure they'd give themselves up.
Yes, but wouldn't it be safer to just run out and get a proper policeman?
We can't. The master key for the exit's in your handbag.
Which is in the office.
I think Stephen's plan might work. There's only one thing wrong with it. You see, detectives always work in pairs.
You look a little bit old to be my assistant.
I don't mean me, I mean him.
I don't look like a policeman.
No, but you're all we've got.
Well, you have got that armly manner. It might work. And, I mean, we've got to save Miss Brahms from being at the mercy of those rough men. I mean, they might even try to kiss her.
Not while they're on the job.
Well, that's what ruffians do when they capture girls. They force their attentions on them. Oh, if only I'd gone in her place. I'd have put up a real fight for quite a long time.
Here, take this.
What's that?
That's my union card. Just flash it briefly and they'll assume it's your CID ID.
But what do I flash?
Nothing. Just look alert and pretend to take notes.
Look, get on with it.
Now, what shall I wear?
Mr. Spooner, get me a size 42 riding mac out of stock and some tweed hats and caps.
Why a riding mac?
Juliet Bravo never wears anything else.
I hope there's something worth having in here.
What do you expect, the crowd, Jules?
I'll just hold up.
You'll never get away with this, you know.
Blimey, you never stop talking. You're worse than my old woman. More rabbit than Sainsbury's.
This is the police. The game's up. Come out with your hands up.
Don't tell them to come out here. We're out here.
Oh, yes. Stay where you are. Two of us are coming in. I am Detective Inspector Stevens from Scotland Yard. I arrest you for breaking and entering. I warn you that anything you say will be taken down and may be used in evidence. My assistant Detective Spooner will release the girl.
Shall I put the cuffs on them?
That will not be necessary.
How about searching to see if they're tooled up?
Just release the girl.
All right, it's a fair cop. Who blew the gap?
We had a tip-off.
I knew it. Was it the Gumby gang?
What do you boys know about the Gumby gang?
We will interrogate them later at the station, Spooner.
That's all right, we'll talk.
Oh, good.
They're the meanest, heaviest mob in the underworld. The law's never laid a finger on them.
And what's their description? Well, we've never seen them, but apparently they're led by old Pa Gumby and his mad Ma Gumby.
Yeah, and they work with their stepson, Italian Tony, the tooting terror.
Well, they was threatening to move into our manor. So I reckon they must have tipped you off to get us out of the way.
Well, as a matter of fact, they did. Spooner, take that handbag down to forensics and have it examined for fingerprints.
Here's Captain Peacock.
Just a minute. I thought you said your name was Stevens.
Let's have another look at that card.
It would be foolish to resist arrest.
A longer look than that. It's a union card. The packing and maintenance engineer. Oh, dear. You are in deep water, old son.
Right out of your depth, impersonating a police officer.
Look, if you let us go, we won't say anything, will we, Mr. Smith? No word!
Get some more rope and tie to that cupboard.
I must protest.
If you do, we'll gag you.
They've seen our faces. They could identify us.
I have no memory for faces. Illegal.
I have, and when you're in court, I'll come in there and I'll pick you out and you'll go down for life, you.
Shut up. Please be quiet, Miss Brown. She's only doing it to annoy you. Now, I'll handle this. Now, if I give you the key to the exit, will you let us go?
Oh, so you've got a key, have you? All right. Where is it?
I'll get it.
Don't give it to them. They mustn't get away with this.
Miss Brown, don't!
There, you see, you've had it now because the key was in there and now you can't get away and you'll have to stay here and the police will come and you'll be nicked.
That was not a very clever move, Miss Brown.
Follow me. I've got a plan.
Come on. I think my legs have gone on strike again.
48 coat hangers. And not a sign of getting it open.
You're wasting your time. It's empty.
Yeah, why don't you tie a load of trousers together, hang them out the window and escape while you can?
Because we've got our chauffeur arriving at 1 minute past 9 in the morning. You're not dealing with rubbish here, you know.
Why don't we just settle down and have a nice kick?
I don't like any of your ideas so far.
What about this? The one thing they're more scared of than the law is the Cumbie gang.
Well, how will that help us?
Well, they've never seen them. We disguise ourselves as the villains and take over.
Yes, but we still can't get out. Miss Brahms threw the key away.
Well, when we take over, we can use the phone to get out.
Mrs. Slocum would never pass as Mad Ma Gumby.
Leave it to me. I know the look.
Now, Gumby.
I don't know, though.
Hurry. I'm hurrying.
Can escape while they're asleep and hide in the cellar. Okay, you guys, freeze.
Here. Who are you?
Me, I'm Pa Gumby. And me and my family are taking over in your manor. Okay, Ma, I've got this lot covered.
No, we don't want no trouble with you and Mad Ma Gumby.
Did you say trouble? You don't know the meaning of the word. Say, Pa, don't kill that one. I kind of like his style. Come down and see me sometime.
Don't you mean come up and see you?
No, I'll live in the basement.
Look, we don't want no violence, and we're not armed. We was just doing a bit of petty thieving.
Yeah, we don't mind if you move in on our manor. We'll split our share. In fact, you can have all of it.
Say, that's quite a lot of cabbage, Paul. You count it, sugar, while I call in our crazy son.
No, it's Honey and Tony, the two in terror.
The same.
The very same.
The same.
And uncontrollable when there's a full moon. And the full moon is tonight. Okay, Tony, you can come in now.
Hello, Mama. Hello, Papa. What do we got here? He's a whopper. Why, these are bums up.
Interlopers, they're moving in on our manor, son.
Oh, holding me back before I give them a wire.
You know what happens when you let yourself go?
Oh, Papa, you are a spoiled sport. Who are these two creeps up?
They was posing as the law.
Maybe we should chuck them out of the window.
That what son of yours is off his rocker.
Yeah, leave it out.
If you kill us, you'll never get into the safe.
You said it was empty.
I was lying to you. It's full of money. All you need is a drill from the electrical department.
Okay, son. You're going to be telling the truth. Otherwise I'll set Tony on you.
No, Papa, he is an older man. I think he told the truth.
Okay, you guys, get down to the electrical depot and get the drill.
Right. But, by the way, there's a rumour in the underworld you're very keen on the girls.
So long as it's only a rumour.
Yeah, well, you can have that one. She's all yours.
No, I shall never give in to an Italian whopper.
You do have rumours in the underworld.
I'm proud to meet you, Tony. In the underworld, you're a legend.
I'll be talking about you soon.
Yeah, he's definitely one of us. If ever you need a couple of good blokes behind you.
You'll be the first to know. Okay, fellas, you get at the drill.
If it wasn't for your old man, I think you and me could make music together.
Pity I sold the piano.
Oh, goodness sake, I thought my legs were going together again.
Oh, we fooled them.
Yeah, but how are we going to get out of here?
I'm telephoning the police. Hello, police. It's urgent. It doesn't matter which station. My number, extension 214, Grace Brothers, yeah.
Quick, look like you're doing something.
Live up to your reputation. Give her a kiss.
You think they believe it?
They
But I'm not used to this. No!
The steel doors was down, so we couldn't get to the drills.
I see Tony's going through the pool.
Yeah, living up to his reputation.
Yeah, and that's only just chatting her up.
I've got an idea.
Well, treat it gently. It's in a strange place.
So, I will telephone the man who has the key to the safe and tell him that if he doesn't bring them down here, he'll never see me again.
Here's the phone. And don't do anything fancy. Just keep the dialogue legit, savvy?
It's 7.
Who is this? It's after midnight.
It's Captain Peacock, sir.
What do you mean by ringing me at home?
Sir, I'm in your office with 5 desperate criminals. And if you don't get down here with the keys to your safe, you'll never see me again.
What are you talking about? I've only got my teacup and biscuits in that safe.
As much money as that. Well, you better get down here in a hurry.
And don't spill the beans to the fuzz or it's quittance for the captain.
Mrs. Slocum, what are you playing?
Slocum, I never heard of the dame. Now get on over here.
Here, let me have a go. Mr. Rumbold, it's true. There's me and Captain Peacock, Mr. Spooner. We're being held prisoners in your office. Oh, please, you've got to get here quickly.
I won't forget this poor practical joke. Oh, I knew stock-taking night wouldn't go by without something like this happening. Just don't do it again.
He's hung up.
Well, that's all it. What do we do now?
I got it. You go get a trolley. There's bound to be one by the goods lift. And then when the store opens in the morning, we'll just walk out as cool as a cucumber.
Oh, mine, Papa, you got it a brain.
I got it, ain't I?
Right.
So the police. Men as well.
So, Mr. Humphreys, you're there as well.
Look, Mr. Rumbold, look, we're in your office under a burglar's here. Now, for goodness sake, get the police.
Give it to me. Mr. Rumble, you've got to come and get us out. We're in danger.
Oh, don't be silly. Anyway, Mr. Harmon has a key. You can get out.
Office Browns are throw it out of the window.
Here we are. This should do the trick.
Hold it right there, boys. I like a bit of muscle.
Okay, get that to the goods lift, ready to go as soon as the doors open.
Yeah. Well, let's you do a bit of work.
No spigot to my papa like that! Otherwise, I spread you across the wall like jam.
Yeah, all right, Tony. Keep your hair on.
Okay, you guys, let's just get this show on the road, eh?
Oh, Mr. Humphries, that was good.
Here, keep your hair on.
It's all right, they've gone.
Your hair in your ass!
Oh, yeah.
We can't rely on Rumbold. I think I better get up on the roof and try to attract attention. I can strike some matches or something like that.
Don't be so silly. Where could we say you'd gone?
Just say that I escaped from you.
Well, someone as tough as me, they'd never believe you.
Mr. Ormond, you go out there and keep them busy. And Mr. Spooner, grab a male dummy from display and bring it in here.
What are you going to do?
Never mind that, just go.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, it's a coin box. Oh, what do you want, Mr. Rumbold? How many men? There were 2. Oh, yes, I know we set 5, but that was for them. Look, you've got to come and get the police and bring them here. And hurry up, for goodness sake! I'm not panicking, no. Look, no, I've not really been held prisoner, but, well, me and Mr. Harmon are pretending to be gangsters. And Mr. Humphries is our stepson. And we've captured Captain Peacock and Miss Brahms and Mr. Spooner. And they think that Mr. Humphries is keen on Miss Brahms.
Tell him I can't keep it up much longer.
No, that might confuse him. Hurry up, we're in dreadful danger! All right, bring it over here. Captain Peacock, you go up onto the roof and attract attention. Mr. Humphries, open the window and stand there.
What shall I do?
Just dangle it out of the window. The dummy, the legs. See, you grab one leg, I'll grab the other. And then we'll pretend it's Captain Peacock. And then we're trying to make him talk. Right, Peacock, spill the beans or you take a dive.
Here, steady on.
He's going to tell us the combination of the safe.
You out of your minds? You could drop him.
What do you know? He got a false legs.
We've got to get out of here. We can't. We haven't got the key.
Suddenly I feel kind of peckish. Why don't you nip up to the canteen and grab a sandwich?
Sure, you come up with me. We have a little...
Oh, he's such a little tearaway.
How can you be so cool?
I can warm up when I have to, big boy.
Captain Peacock. Have you escaped? Never mind that now. So look, I've got this rope over the pulley on the flagpole. I'm going to tie it round my waist. Like that. Now, you must lower me over the edge. Now go and get the police.
It's a bit risky.
I must do it. I'm not home by 1 o'clock. My mother locks the door. Don't get carried away with your part.
Take it straight, Miss Brown.
Look. We'll have to get some more room. He's stuck halfway. Tony, where are you going?
I just come down to see if you wanted the mustard on your sandwich or...
This is the police. The building is surrounded and officers are already in the building. You had better get yourselves up.
Right, quick, into the cupboard. All right, we got him. And a nasty-looking bunch they are, too.
Oh, I'm so glad to see you.
Do you know this person, sir?
I don't recognize anyone in this room.
What about me?
Who's that?
Who's that? I've no idea. Looks like some kind of ice cream seller.
Come on, you lot.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
Hello, dear. Yes, a hoax, as I thought. Oh, they do it every stock taking. Well, I've taught them a lesson. I said I didn't recognize any of them. They're off to the police station. Yes. Bye. Oh.
Do you by any chance have the keys to the safe?
Mr. Humphries, get the police back, quickly!
Don't talk to me. I'm off to Bow Street.